Now, we've been talking about how companies are trying to save money, but countries too. But they have challenges because some are facing big challenges in paying back their debt. Just last month, you remember, Argentina defaulted for the second time in 13 years, and other countries face these very big challenges. Shraysi Tandon explains.
Argentina is anything but alone when it comes to having a bad credit rating. Ratings agency Moody's says there are 10 countries around the world that carry substantial credit risk and are on the verge of bankruptcy. Among them, Egypt, Ukraine, Pakistan, Venezuela, and Greece, with a rating of CAA1 or worse. That means these countries have a high chance of defaulting on some, if not all, of their debt obligations.
Yeah, the rating agencies are meant to predict just one thing, and that's what's the chance that a company or a government is unable to repay its debts. And so they start at AAA, meaning it's almost certainly able to repay, to a C or D, which means it's either defaulted or about to default.
Governments that have a significant amount of debt in relation to the size of their economy often have lower credit ratings. But it's not just debt that matters. Political instability also plays a big part.
So some countries like France might be heavily indebted, but they have a long tradition of paying high tax rates, going along with whatever it needs to pay their debts. Other countries like Argentina, I recall the defaulted when it only had 30 or 40% debt to GDP. It just did not have the political will to do so. Then there's countries like Pakistan where there's such unrest and so many economic challenges. Whatever the debt is, you just question the ability of the government to repay it.
Countries that fail to meet their financial obligations and default on their debt create economic hardships for their citizens.
When a country defaults on its commercial debt, it tends to get isolated internationally, economically, and as a result, the economy contracts. There's a greater level of poverty, so it is a debilitating process on the citizens of a country when that happens.
In addition to debt and political stability, rating agencies also look at a country's inflation levels and their banking system when deciding whether or not to downgrade. While most countries around the world strive for that coveted AAA rating, currently only 12 countries hold that coveted title. Shraysi Tandon, CCTV, New York.